Hey everyone, today I want to talk about cross country being a team sport. So it starts off with, well, what is cross country? Cross country is a long distance running race on an open air course over natural terrain. And in California, cross country means 3 miles. Because courses vary in difficulty, scoring is actually pretty interesting. It's not by time because it wouldn't be pretty accurate to compare. It's a neat scoring system in which your placement is your score, and the lowest score wins. So I guess I'll explain. 7 runners compete with the top 5 runners scoring. Points are awarded equal to the position in which they cross the finish line. So, first place gets 1 point, second place gets 2 points, third 3, fourth, fifth. The points of these runners are summed, and the low score wins. So, this blue team here just scored 15 points. Ties are usually broken by the position of each team's 6th runner, and the 6th and 7th runners are scored in the overall field and are known as pushers or displacers, as their place can count ahead of other runners. So this dude on the red team, he didn't score 6 points. He actually scored 8 points, and that's kind of sad. Wah wah. So this scoring system makes for an interesting dynamic, and so consider the next just following situation. Dual meet between 2 teams, something I wish you guys would get the chance to do, but for the sake of the example, it makes sense. Just for you guys, you'll be competing against more than one team. So here we go. Red versus blue. Blue team comes in 1st and 2nd. Red team comes in 3rd, 4th, 5th, and then from then on it alternates. 6, 7, 8, 9, running out of space, 10. And so we add up these scores and we'll get 27 to the blue team and 28 to the red team. And so in this situation, the blue team wins. So next I want you to imagine the same kind of race between blue and red, but I want you to just contemplate maybe the 5th man on the blue team just had a down day or wasn't feeling that great. And so same situation, we'll have 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and then alternate 6, 7, 8, 9, and then the 5th man kind of tanks, so we get 10th, 11th. Here's our displacers right here. And then 12 is the 5th man for blue. So we scored all of these up, or we add them all up, and we get 29 to 28. And the red team wins. This kind of dynamic is really actually compounded by the fact that during those last runners, that 4th, 5th, 6th place runners, that gap is probably really small, something like 10 seconds. And so what I mean by that is this. If you graph out all of the runners in a race, you guys might recognize this. It's a bell curve with the time on the horizontal axis and the number of people on the vertical axis. And so what I mean by this is in my cross-country career, I was the 4th man, and so I was around here. And then, coach, he was way up here. And for us, if I were to improve 30 seconds in, say, a big invitational, Mount Sac, I would go from something like 77th place, and if I improve 30 seconds, I'd go to something like to 37th place. So that's a point swing of 40 points. and say someone who's really fast, someone like Coach, you know, if he were to improve, he'd go from improve 30 seconds, he would go from probably like 7th to something like 3rd. And so just how talent and normal running ability kind of occurs. Most people run around a certain range between the standard deviations, and what we get is, yeah, these 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th people can make a huge difference in cross country. And so this is my conclusion, that the 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th people in a race are very important. Therefore, the top runners, these guys over here, must be a positive force to them. And this dynamic needs to happen, you know, race day and during practice. And then it's these people's job to respond to that positivity. And so this kind of dynamic happens all the time, and what really makes cross country an amazing team sport. So lastly, a little photo I got for you guys. This is Coach Milan in my senior year. This is when we made it to CIF finals. And yeah, it was a great time to make it that far. Our 5th man just ran out of his mind that race. Look, and then there's me. And so yeah, for our team varsity senior year, the gap between our 1st and 5th runner was about 1 minute 20 seconds, and I dare you to do better.